TikTok decides in 1 second whether to show your video to more people. Not 1 minute, not 30 seconds. 1 second. If the first frame of your video doesn't trigger what the algorithm calls a pattern interrupt, a moment that makes someone's brain pause, your video's buried before it even starts. Most creators know this, but most creators still open their phone, hit record, and say something like, "Give me a TikTok hook for my video about AI tools." And Claude gives them something generic, something forgettable, something the algorithm has seen 10,000 times this week. That's not a TikTok hook. That's a greeting. I'm going to show you the exact prompt that generates 5 platform-specific TikTok hooks in under 30 seconds. Each one engineered around the 5 psychological triggers that stop a thumb mid-scroll. And I'm running it live on screen right now. Before I run the prompt, let me explain why TikTok hooks are different from hooks on every other platform. YouTube gives you 30 seconds before someone decides to leave. Instagram gives you 3 to 5 seconds. TikTok gives you 1. The TikTok algorithm tracks something called the rewatch rate. How many people watch your video more than once? And the single biggest driver of rewatch rate is whether the first second makes someone think they missed something. There are 5 psychological triggers that reliably create that feeling. Pattern interrupts, controversy openers, curiosity gaps, bold claims, and direct-to-camera challenges. Prompt 41 generates 1 hook in each of those 5 formats, all under 12 words, all written specifically for TikTok's audience and pacing. This is the prompt. The prompt reads like this: I make TikTok content about AI side hustles for beginners making money online. Generate 5 TikTok hooks, 1 for each of these formats. 1. Pattern interrupt. Opens with something visually or verbally unexpected. 2. Controversy opener. Makes a bold claim that splits opinion. 3. Curiosity gap. Hints at a surprising result without revealing it. 4. Bold claim states an outcome most people would not believe. 5. Direct challenge. Speaks directly to a viewer belief or behavior. Each hook must be under 12 words. Make them punchy, specific, and impossible to ignore. Notice what this prompt does that most people's prompts don't. It specifies 5 distinct psychological formats. It sets a hard word limit of 12 words. It tells Claude the platform, the niche, and the audience. That's why the output is completely different. Let me run it. Watch it go. You can see it's already thinking in categories. 5 hooks. 5 completely different psychological approaches. Let me read through them. Hook 1, the pattern interrupt. This one opens with something that breaks the viewer's visual or mental routine. Something that makes their brain say, "Wait, what was that?" On TikTok, pattern interrupts in the first frame get the highest initial pause rate of any hook format. The algorithm sees that pause and starts pushing the video. Then we have the controversy opener. This one makes a bold claim that splits the room. Half the viewers agree, half disagree. Either way, they both keep watching to see where you go with it. Controversy doesn't mean offensive, it means counterintuitive. It means saying something that challenges a belief your audience already holds. Then the curiosity gap. This is the hook format with the highest comment rate on TikTok. You hint at a result or a revelation, but you don't deliver it in the first second. The viewer's brain cannot tolerate an open loop. They have to close it. That means watching to the end. Then the bold claim, a specific measurable outcome that most people in your niche would find surprising or hard to believe. The more specific the number, the more believable the hook paradoxically becomes. And the direct challenge. This one speaks directly to something the viewer is currently doing wrong or thinking incorrectly. It triggers a mild identity threat, and identity threats drive engagement more than almost any other psychological trigger on social media. 5 hooks, 5 formats, under 30 seconds. Each one under 12 words. Any one of these is ready to open your next TikTok video right now. Let me quickly explain why this prompt consistently outperforms generic hook requests. Most people ask Claude to write a hook. This prompt asks Claude to write 5 hooks in 5 specific psychological formats. That distinction changes everything about the output. When you specify a format, pattern interrupt, curiosity gap, bold claim, you give Claude a structural constraint to work within, and constraints produce specificity. Specificity produces memorability. Memorability produces rewatches. The 12-word limit is also doing a lot of work here. TikTok's interface shows roughly 12 words of on-screen text before it gets cut off on most phone screens. A hook that fits entirely on screen gets read. A hook that runs long gets skipped. And the niche variable at the bottom is what makes the output actually usable. Without it, Claude writes generic hooks. With it, Claude writes hooks that speak directly to your specific audience using the language and references they already respond to. Change the niche. Run it again. The hooks are completely different every time. I want to show you something interesting. In my last video, I showed you Prompt 11, the viral hook generator. That prompt also generates hooks. So what's the difference? Prompt 11 generates 10 hooks across 3 general formats: questions, bold statements, and curiosity gaps. It's a broad hook generator that works across platforms. Prompt 41 is a TikTok-specific formula that targets 5 psychological triggers, engineered for the way TikTok's algorithm and audience specifically behave. Same goal, different tools. The right prompt depends on the platform you're creating for. If you're making content across multiple platforms, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, you need both, and both are in the pack. Prompt 11 for cross-platform hooks, Prompt 41 for TikTok-specific psychological triggers. Together, they cover every hook format you will ever need across every short-form platform. The AI income stack has 50 Claude prompts across 5 income categories: freelancing, content creation, e-commerce, email marketing, and social media. Prompt 41 is one of 10 social media prompts in the pack. The other 9 cover Instagram caption hooks, Twitter thread openers, Pinterest headline formulas, LinkedIn post structures, and more. Every prompt tells you why it works, what output to expect, and how to adapt it for your specific niche. There's no guessing. You paste, you run, you get results. There's also a 7-day quick start guide that shows you exactly which prompts to run first to generate income in your first week. $27. Instant PDF download. The link is in the description. If TikTok is part of your content strategy and you're still writing hooks from scratch, this prompt alone is worth 10 times the price of the pack. If this helped, subscribe. I post Claude prompts and AI income strategies every week. See you in the next one.